It often comes up a lot, again, when kids hit teenage years. And so whether they've had the diagnosis of autism, Asperger's, autism spectrum, something earlier, they hit that puberty time frame. And sometimes because the lenses of autism have been added to everything for a while, we get there and they're like, look, it's getting worse, their communication is worse, blah, blah, blah. But when we look at the specifics of that, in reality, it's kind of the typical teenage withdrawal or shifting from parents. The parent used to be the person that they went to for everything, and now they don't want to talk to the parents. Well, that's pretty typical. That's what the teenage years are for. Parents become the most stupid people on the planet, and they need other people in their life to help them get through that next stage. So those are things that aren't really about the disability. That's typical development. And there's a lot of that happens, and maybe what also adds into some of the stress and anxiety is how do we start to differentiate? How do we know what is autism versus typical 8-year-old behavior? How do we know what is typical guys versus typical girls? How do we know what is because I made them that way and taught them to do that and didn't even know it? So there's all those pieces that kind of get tweaked out at some point. And I used to find it really encouraging when a friend would go, oh no, Allison, that's not a big deal. That's what 6-year-olds do. Oh, okay, well, I'll let that one go then and not get all intense over trying a behavior plan. Certainly any, again, wonderful internet or books that tell you what is typical in development, if that hasn't been your background, can not only help you understand, well, let that part go, don't worry about that behavior, but it can also highlight when maybe there's a really unusual behavior that needs to be looked at. So some kind of looking at what to expect when they're 9, handling the teenage years, looking at and reading information not just about people with autism, but about typical individuals often is very helpful. Hopefully you've got really good friends that you can say, okay, did your kids do that? Or I think when you've got family or friends around that you can ask those things of. And if not, try even asking the teacher, because teachers tend to teach in a certain grade level, so they know a particular child development age, and you can often say, so she's doing this. Do you see the other girls in your classes doing the same behavior? And give yourself some perspective.